Okay, hello guys, so I'm making this like very short YouTube video to give you the solution to the chess puzzle in case you want to just input the solution, because it looks like it's gonna be a community puzzle after this step, so we need to gather as many info as possible. So I'll just go ahead with it. I'm gonna give callouts with like letters and numbers like chess. So first one is pawn in e6. Then we can do rook h8. I'm not gonna explain why this works. This is pawn e5. Basically, the goal is to checkmate the opponent and make sure you can at it or like take the piece that's checkmating you. So like you need to checkmate the opponent and make sure you're not getting checkmated. Pawn e4, pawn f4, and knight d4. I should remember this from the top of my mind, but in case I'll have to rewatch the VOD. Okay, this is pawn e6, knight d5. This, you're getting checkmated, so it's pawn d1. Again, don't question it, it's not really chess. But that's how the puzzle works. Okay, pawn f4, bishop e5. And then pawn d7, knight, that's g7. Yeah. We can do rook d2, knight c6. Then remove the knight in f6. Left side removes pieces, by the way, right side changes their color. This can be pawn in e4, bishop d5, and then knight c6. There are many combinations. I don't think it is even the most optimal, but it works. You can use 3 pawns here. Pawn c6, d7, and e6. Now here, you just change the bishop in e4, change the color. Here it is bishop e5. Here it is pawn b7, f7, and knight h8. Here it's knight d7 and e7. Here, this one is Giga Brain. Shout out to my friend Sylvia that found this one. Remove the pawn on f2 and knight f2. This saves a lot of pieces. It's big. This one, you change color of the bishops in c3 and f6. This one is knight d3, knight f5, and then you can do bishop c5. I think the perspective is weird, but yes. Here you just remove your own bishops, so you can remove d7 and e2. Here you do bishop E8. And the next one is gonna be bishop E2. Oh, I did it too fast. Okay. Yeah, if you shoot too fast, it doesn't work. This one is knight E5. We were struggling with this one. Someone from chat found it. Shout out Hunter. Doing this one is one move is big. This one is knight E3. Again, it's weird because like the knight is gonna checkmate and attack the queens that are checkmating you. It doesn't really make too much sense, but that's just how the puzzle works. This one, the way we do it is probably not optimal at all. But we do knight H3, knight C4. Sorry, I struggled to remember this one. Then I think we remove the knight in D5. I think we put a pawn in B7 and B6. Okay, perfect. Now here we put a rook in E2 to cover some of those checkmates. We change the color of the knight in F5. Then we do queen D7. And then something is still off. Let me see. Because I don't remember. We need to remove the pawn in H4. And I messed up. Oh, what did I mess up? Do I have anything else to use? What did I mess up? I forgot. Oh yes, we need to remove this queen in D4. Because it's checking this king otherwise. And now we're almost done. Chumar, knight B4, bishop D5, and queen E7. And now here you should have left 4 color changes. You need to change the color of the knight in F5, E3, D6, and C4. And that is done. And that is the puzzle. After this, you get some loot, and then you go to the next step, which you can go here to this fountain. You interact and you stand still, because if you stand still, it's gonna like show you the board from like above, you see? For like a better camera angle. And then you can move if you want, and you have a buff on your left. Mine says signal frequency 1631. So it's probably a Corridors of Time like puzzle, so we need to like post them somewhere and put them together somehow. We're starting to do that in my Discord. Well, hope the guide was helpful. I'll post the sequence in the description too, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.